are you doing, man? Let's work on the F100. Thought he was cutting exhaust off.
We are. Coffee's more important than y'all right now. Just gotta be honest. We'll start this video out. I've been working on these headers on this 454. They've been giving me a bit of a time. You've probably seen that by now, or not. And I'm gonna throw them back in the van. I gotta go get some hardware to bolt them in. Just some uniform hardware. And then the Bronco. I thought I'd stir up the economy chatter a little bit on Facebook Marketplace. I posted it for $2 grand. And it's got new tires and ignition parts, so that makes it worth it. And boy, the backlash started. So, long story long on that one, the Bronco is probably going to get cut to pieces. Or I might bring it back around. I don't know yet. There's so much rat poop in it. I'm just being honest with you. I lost motivation. And my coil packs on the F100, they're brand new, Edelbrock. 2 of them have left town. So I called O'Reilly's. Hold on. Polar bear reference. I called O'Reilly's and they're just going to let me bring 2 of them up there and swap them out because they've got about a 1-year warranty on them. So pretty cool there. On other news, I'm in love with that couch. And I need to haul a mattress off. It's been raining and storming. I don't want to move the thing. I got a truck full of cardboard for real, for real, for real. So I got to work on that. And then I got a lot of piddly stuff at Piddle's Fab Shop here. I need to do. I got to cut all this garbage off so I can reuse these on the headers. But the problem is Summit Racing has taken about 3 weeks to send out a set of collectors, and I'm 3 hours from them. So I'm gonna do what anybody would do in a middle part of this project sea of challenges. I messed that all up. I'm gonna clean the windshield on the van, and I might put Armor All on the dash because it's covered in Missouri. And then I might run this cardboard to town in the bed of the truck, which I'm talking it's slammed, long bed full, stacked. And then probably a couple pounds of cardboard. That's kind of my game plan. I want to make some progress on this truck. I'm just waiting on the exhaust parts, that's it. And then the F100, I would like to get it in here and put this dual exhaust on it and start taking the mufflers off, because I'm probably gonna use the muffler, if there's 2, I think there's 1, on this van temporary, just so I can move it around. Because I'm ultimately want to take this to the muffler shop. All right, let me get back to it. Nobody cares about this. Probably lost 500 views right there. But hey, I'm just being honest. And hey, off topic, my mom and dad bought me this Ryobi air tire inflator. I know I've mentioned this before. This thing is worth its weight in gold. I'm dead serious. I threw a battery on it last night, an old 4 amp hour, a real old weak one. I filled up 3 vehicles, roughly 5 to 8 psi on all of them, and the spares. And that thing, I mean, it just chugged right along. Fantastic. I don't know why I waited so long to get one. Probably because I didn't buy it, but that is fantastic. I have been looking. All right. Ooh. Just waiting on that stud too. I don't know. I need some good drill bits. I gotta run to town. Okay. All right. You talked me into it. So I was about to go to the hardware store. I need to get some header bolts, and I remembered I built a 390 FE from the ground up the last couple years, and on a 65 Galaxie 2-door, no post. Let the comments come in after that comment. And I forgot I had these locking header bolts, and I never used them. So these appear to be perfect. They're ARP. All right, let me try this and see if these will work. This will save me a trip and probably $20.
Oh yeah, that's nice. They almost seem a little short. How thick is that flange? That's what I need to know.
That might change everything. I got a couple long ones. Oh! Yeah. It might not be long enough, boys and girls.
And we're talking maybe that much engagement. No. I could use one in a pinch.
Well, I have all these long ones, so I could use those. I'll figure it out. Let me go eat some breakfast. My wife's calling.
I managed to get 8 bolts out of that drawer that are long enough, I think.
Oh, it's gonna be terrible.
I think I have to go through the bottom. I forgot how bad this is, y'all. Oh. Who puts this seat right here? All right. I gotta talk to you. Is that what it is? This is a nightmare to work on. I'll say that. You know that moment when you're like, this bolt should be tightening, and then you just spent like 10 minutes wrenching on it? No, there's another coolant leak. It's probably that. That's where I'm at. I was actually loosening this bolt. Jeez. And my most forward bolt on this header is giving me a bit of a time. It's going in crooked no matter what. I'm trying to treat it nice, you know. I got to get this done because I need the exhaust on here, even if it's boogered up. I need it on here so I can drive this thing to the swim shop. And when I mean that, it's going to be driven on the trailer and off the trailer. I'm probably going to have to rent a U-Haul trailer. Yeah, this thing's just fighting me. I mean, I'm going like 3 teeth on this wrench. It's back and forth. Woo! Fell off. Oh, I'm catching a cramp. The one benefit to this van is it sits high enough I don't have to bend over and wear my back out. I can just reach down in here. All right, I gotta get these 2 bolts. Y'all watch out. I would like to keep this a family channel, so I'm going to ignore, fast forward, not record drilling this out. If you're just wondering, it's called self-control, and yeah, I'd like to bring this into the picture and not be recording that. So just letting you know.
The bolt threads are compromised. What you got?
I'm gonna jump on the trampoline.
Well, go jump, Mercy.
Get it.
Okay.
Why'd you have to tell Cody?
Yeah. She might come out there with her.
Probably what you want.
Go ahead. I'll watch you for
So we were playing cards yesterday. Bryson comes over there with his figurines, sits them on the table, and he said, whoever wins gets to play with both of these with me.
Ah! Ha 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 ha!
I say, he's a born salesman.
Yes. Oh my God, yes. I remember this story.
It was a perfect 8-8 sitting down there in the water.
Terrible, dude.
He says, hey, I'm going to give you 20 bucks, help you drag this thing out. I said, you know what? I was poor back then. You know what?
That deal.
I'm going to meet you over there for $20.
Uh-huh.
That thing was in about 3 foot deep of water and about 1 foot deep of silt.
It's terrible, dude.
And you know what's crazy?
Somebody's looking
That
for
was
it
the
right
first
now.
axle that I got to rebuild by myself. And it was a 1979 8/8.
Yeah.
And it had the E-clips instead of the C-clips.
Yes.
And they are a pain because
Yep.
you got to get a pop in this right. You know, the C-clips are great because you can stick a magnet in there and just slide them out.
Yeah. Dude, could you imagine?
I can't wait to rebuild my rear end.
Could you imagine if we made this like the parts hauler? If it had like shelving in the back? But
You
then
got a nice truck for parts.
that's what I'm saying.
You know
Might as
what
well
you
make
need
it
to
a
be called?
camper.
I wanted to do it.
A van.
No. You need to put a camper top in the back of that truck.
Dude, I want one so bad I can't
I wanted one
stand
too,
it.
man, but finding a white one that fits that old truck,
I know.
it's hard.
I know.
You know what's crazy? Wilkie had one.
Of course he
We
did.
bought it. And it had the little round windows.
Yeah.
And then he destroyed it.
I want one so bad I can't stand it. Oh, that's the perfect angle, dude. All right, dude, that's the conversation couch, man. Think of how many conversations have been had on that. That's awesome sofa.
Think about something else might have been happening.
Yeah.
Just wondering how many joints.
Those ashtrays were full, dude.
How many Bud Lights or Natties or
Nobody wants to watch the same angle over and over. Oh, that was a lady joke.
You know, I was gonna say something, but I was trying to keep it PG.
Now we're already there. Ooh, dude. My thought on the back is like a mini camper. Put like a little sink in there or something. Let the people see what you're working on. I don't know if they want
Instead of the camera being in your face.
I don't know if they want to see that. Dude, I was watching Vice Grip Garage last night, and dude commented, he was like, this video kept me from jumping off the ledge. I was like, holy cow, dude. You want to talk about comments? People started going ham.
Somebody almost jumped off the ledge, but they stopped because of a YouTube video.
They saw Vice Grip Garage.
Oh. What about next week?
He better post a video. Dang. I was trying to do this without going to the hardware store.
You don't have to go to the hardware store, man.
I know. I think I'm going to end up replacing these manifolds and get some good gaskets on them.
Yeah, you running a paper thin gasket?
Yep.
Is it paper too?
Kinda. It's that aluminum foil cardboard.
It's garbage what it is.
Yes.
Need that and some RTV. You need to sandwich it like I did mine. That
Yeah.
you had all those issues with the 302 and
I'm not keeping these manifolds, dude. I'm gonna try to find headers. I can fit a header on this side, a shorty.
yeah, I don't know about this side, man.
That's yeah.
No,
There's no room for
a
any.
flanged lip over here.
Don't make sense, dude.
It does make sense. It's a 454 in a van. What do you
Yeah.
expect?
That's the part that don't make sense.
You don't need headers because it's already making the torque.
Yep.
It ain't like you racing this thing.
I'm just trying to get a good collector I can bolt to.
Just trying to breathe.
I'm pretty sure that's got asbestos in it. And insulation. Asbestos.
I don't know. It's what year is this? Pre-60s. It's after the 60s.
It's a 84 technically, the body.
Yeah, I think it was around the 60s and the early 70s they were pulling asbestos out of everything. The reason why I know that is I worked in housing authority, and ours were built in the 54, 55 range.
Yep.
And all the tiles that we put in were asbestos.
It makes sense. Let me size this wrench real quick. 9/16. I'm trying to make this thing nice, dude. I want to be able to use it. I don't know if nice and this are ever going to mix, but I think it has the possibility.
Oh, come on, man. You broke off a sensor over here.
Well, that's all from the 95 Chevy.
You broke off the sensor over here.
No,
Look,
it was already broke.
It was right here in the floorboard.
Yeah, it's already broke.
If that thing broke off before you got it, it wouldn't have been in the floorboard.
Oh, jeez.
Didn't you clean this thing out?
Yeah. There's another
You
sensor
hit
over
that?
here broke.
Don't lie to me. This man lying over here.
Terrible.
Hmm?
There's another one broke over here.
I'm sure. Try to pull them headers, manifolds out to the top.
Look at that.
Got some nice ARP bolts here. Not really. Good Lord. That bolt ain't even tight.
Which one?
This one right here.
Well, I gotta go over them again.
The flange ain't even touching the block. The manifold.
Well, I just found another stripped bolt.
Oh, that's because they're too short.
Jesus Lord. Whoever designed these vans to be like this is smart because you can work on them, but man, they messed up on this one area.
That was dumb as fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
I hope this ain't being recorded.
It is. And that's going in the footage.
What, my opinion?
Yes. Every other time I need a bolt, I can't find them, and I'm finding 400 of the same exact bolt. Try that. Dude, I got Hank Williams stuck in my head. Nobody wants to get drunk. I'm sure there's somebody screaming in the comments right now. Just pull the motor and fix everything and then put it back. But I want to have it running so I can move it into that guy's shop. You know what I'm saying? I've never been a smoker, but after owning this van, I might be one.
See, my problem was I started off with a helmet.
Yes. Yeah.
That was my first vehicle.
The scamp. She scamped on right down the road too.
I let her scamp away for $100 extra than I paid.
Dude, it kills me, man.
Then it was over there next to Cass Middle School.
Was it?
Yeah, that was that one. Dude bought from me.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, right there in the curve below Cass Middle.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
He spray painted it black. Left the wheels on it. Put some kind of V8.
Called it a day.
Little 3-speed transmission.
Was it on the column or floor? God, that's terrible, dude.
I seen that car show with it.
Really?
Yeah, he wasn't at the car show.
Yeah.
He was there looking, and he had drove it and parked it, you know, out of the way a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
And I said, you know, I had one like that. And he said, he looked at me, I looked at him, I said, wait a minute. Did you buy that off of Grasdale? He said, I sure did. I said, well, dang, that was mine. He said, you didn't have a beard back then. I said, I was in high school.
He didn't have a beard. Isn't it weird? You haven't seen something in a while, but you know exactly where it is.
It's like an X.
Chevrolet, dude. It's like a what?
Like an X.
Dude, I was holding back hard on that. I was holding back. I'm glad you went there and I didn't have to. I was seriously just trying to hold it back. All right, man, let's throw some, we gotta have some excitement in this video. Let's throw some,
We're working on a Chevy van.
yeah.
And you're talking about excitement. This is about misery.
Well, we can.
You know, people love watching a good train wreck.
I know. Let's get the spark plug wires on. Call it a day.
You pull them
Fire
off.
it. Yeah, but I've got it marked. It looks good under that engine bay though, dude.
Yeah, one on each side. You're shooting out flames every time it pops. I just want you to remember whenever you figure out it's the one I was looking at. At one point I think you like 95 on the decibels.
See what I'm saying, dude? We gotta have exhaust.
I know that JVC works though, man.
As we look around in this neighborhood, okay, we probably got the cops called.
They're used to it.
Oh my God. They hate you.
Well, between Jack and Richard, they come in the shop all the time.
They still hate you.
Probably, I don't know. I don't think so. I think they
You always used to go to our neighbors and we hated him.
We roll the windows up.
One thing at a time, man. One thing at a time.
Poor van.
Poor 250 over there, just getting left, and after it got rode hard.
Put up wet.
Any last comments or thoughts?
On to the next project. Gas or something is not happy, dude.
It sounds to me like it's like
Clogged.
something is not coming out right. The engine's running great. I'm telling you, I bet you got a burned up cat.
You're probably right.